Well, what do you think? We got real steel in the house today. The real slim. Very strange, right? I mean, this is a design by Helmut Germer. Okay. Very slender VG10 blade. Of course, you got his name on the back here. But if you saw the Knife News article, they're just talking about this modified curving sheep's foot Nessmuck shape, okay? 3.2-inch blade, really kind of made for slicing. And it's very thin overall. Really interesting. And, I'll give you the link to the article on this one. Yeah, it's good. It's really nice, interesting reading there. But this is a line or a frame lock. I'm sorry, this is a frame lock. I mean, there ain't nothing there. You couldn't put a liner in here if you wanted to. Looks like aluminum, anodized aluminum backspacer, doesn't it? From what I can tell. And these are probably aluminum surrounds here that are anodized as well. This is steel. This is not titanium, okay? But VG10 blades, so really as far as kitchen use and like slicing fruit or things like that, yeah, it'd be good because it's very corrosion resistant. Been used on a lot of kitchen knives. And look at the jimping here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of jimping going on there. Here, and can you? Yeah, you can finger flick it open. There's your lockup on this dog. What is that? 65%? Something like that. Pocket clip, nothing to brag about. It's definitely not a deep carry, is it? But, I mean, this is not a very expensive knife, like 40-something dollars, I guess, all in. And, will it cut anything? Well, I don't know. Let's get a piece of paper and find out if it will. Okay. No, I haven't tuned on the blade or anything, so that's the way she came out of the box. Oh, by the way, let's take a look at the box real quick. And there's what it says. Real slim, the 7931 real steel. Kick this open because they usually give you paperwork talks about the knife, and they do. So here you go. VG10, 3.2-inch blade, 0.08 blade thickness. 3CR13 as far as the steel handle goes. 7.7 just about overall length. And 1.98, so 2 ounces, okay? And what do we got in here? So they give you a little bit more of this jazzmatazz, which I can do without. It's not really about this knife, obviously, because this knife ain't got bearings and ain't built like that. And then microfiber cloth, and they always wrap their knives up in a microfiber cloth like this. Okay, so you get a microfiber cloth, you get paperwork that I not really all that crazy about, but you get this paperwork, which I do like. I do appreciate that they do. And then that all in a box that is very structural. I like that. I mean, give me a box. Give me one that jumps open like that. I do like their boxes. I do. Now, this is very strange. Ergos. Here. Yeah, I mean, for me, it works. For me, it works. My hand size works okay with this. Can I get in and disengage this? Yeah, that's real easy to do. It's not going to have like that kind of a drop, because it's probably on washers, and we will disassemble this. We can't get in this way from the front, but we can get in from the back. And obviously this probably goes through. There's no open hardware here where you can get a Torx to it, but you can right in here. So we'll check that out. Super lightweight. Let's check it again. I bet it feels very light, although not that far under 8 inches overall. Yeah, 1.98. I mean, they were right on the money with that, right? 56.2 grams. And can I roll it? Yeah, I can roll it with my thumb like that. I don't know. There's something I like about this knife. I know it looks just like two flat pieces of steel with a blade between it, but there's something interesting about the blade. It's real slicey. 3 3/4 inch blade, and 85 millimeters overall. Yeah, 7.6 something, and 19.5 centimeters overall. And how fat is this? Not much, man. 0.21 of an inch. 5.5 millimeters, and 2 millimeter blade stock, 0.08. Okay, so 5 millimeters. I mean, I've had knives that had 6 millimeter thick blades, 1/4 inch, but this, wow, this is very, very slender. So check it out against the Para 2. I mean, it is very, very slender, which, I mean, it doesn't really fill your hand up, but there's enough height here. I don't know. I've got good purchase on it, actually. I really do. And this thumb ramp is really good. So, I mean, as far as just a super lightweight knife that's also going to give you some cutting edge here. I mean, that's not bad as far as cutting length. So, and the way that blade is designed, and then that cutaway enables you to roll the blade around with your thumb or kick it open with your middle finger. Not bad. And the nice little blue, pop on there kind of gives it a little bit of interest. For no more money than it is, hey, it's just kind of a cool piece. And I think it'd come in really handy. I mean, it's going to cut, it's real. Let's look at this. Blade to handle length is pretty reasonable. The design flow is fine. So, good job, Helmet. He did a good job here. Germer, yeah. Not bad, little piece. And, oh, by the way, you can get this in gold. Okay, so you can get this thing in a gold finish as well. So I got the silver. I think the silver with the blue accent looks really nice. And, this thing shouldn't really get beat up too easy, right? It's steel, okay? It's not like Snail Trail City with titanium and stuff. Kick it open. Let's put it up against, actually, the PM3. Yeah, it's bigger. For sure, for sure. So, wow. Very unique. Slicey. Shouldn't be difficult to sharpen. You got a little choil right there, so you can get onto it with your sharpening stones, your strop, that kind of thing. Nice flat grind. Okay. All the way to the top here. Where's my balance point? Let me see. We got a steel handle, so it's a little handle heavy. Is it back in here? It's so thin, it's hard to balance. It's right about here, right here. But it's hard to balance because it's so thin. Interesting. Well, let's see what we can do here. Wow. Okay. No Loctite, that's for sure. Whew. No thread locker at all. Let me see. Is this a number 6? Yeah, it is. Okay. Now I'm starting to spin the other side, but I can hold it in place with my fingers, so we're good. And I don't think I'm not sure if I need this one out or not. But I'll take it anyhow. Just take the whole pocket clip. Okay. So there's that. Okay, so yeah. Interesting. No big deal. Oh, we have another one. Come on. pocket clip on those two. Yeah, we got one more. How come I wasn't seeing that? That's very strange. Okay. Now what do we got? We got a knife. And yes, we got a bronze washer. Not a very thick one. That's pretty thin. Paper thin. And otherwise, it seems reasonable. There's a little screw in here. And yeah, that works. Oh, this side here, of course, there's your blade stop. Actually, looks like a little ceramic detemp ball. And there's your little surround, which pops right out. And yeah, I think that's aluminum. It's definitely not magnetic, so there. This is definitely not G10. That's aluminum. It's metallic, but I'll guarantee you that's aluminum. And here's your washers, and they're doing double washers. This is your front. There's no Torx entrance on your front, and then there's another washer. So take a look at the presentation side. And of course, here is your screw that came back from the front here that has no Torx entry with it. So you got 4 of these really thin bronze washers. See that? 2 on each side. And you can see that this is a D shape in this scale here. And if you will look, you'll see there's a D shape right there on that pivot. Now, take the surround away, and I believe you have a little rubber synthetic, and that pretty much kind of keeps it from backing out, that kind of thing. So, yeah, D shape. Okay. So now we want to put this back into this side here of our pivot surround. Okay. Then we want to put our synthetic on here. Okay. And let's get you landed down here. Here's the presentation side with the D shape. We need to stick it right like this through the D shape. Come on. There you go. Okay. We got it. Let's get a couple of these bronze washers to go on here. There's one. There's 2. There's the blade. Oh, well, let's get my little blade stop on here. Right in there. And just like this. And we need some bronze washers on here. Okay. Oop. Then, and we need to push this together, with this. Bring this up and over, and hopefully kick it in place. Kinda. See if we can put this little screw down here. And it'll screw up to the front. And then we've got our little surround. She needs to go in here. And our number 8 here. Come on, fall back in there. There you go. Okay, now we need pocket clip to come back in. And we got this. Hopefully. In some way or the other, and of course they're both number 6s. Do that part way, and kind of get it in like this. Let's finish this one off. Hold the other side in place, and yeah, it's cranking right down. Looks centered up, and I've got it a little too much. Okay. Kind of decide how you want that. I mean, there's no play in there. Oop. Okay, we can do that. So it's pretty much back to the same kind of action I had before. There you go. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, you can flick it, open it, thumb, not a problem. Interesting knife. Cool that they would do something like this. It's going to be very much a matter of taste for some people, but it's very lightweight, very slender. If that's the kind of thing you're into, there you go. And you know what we do. We love them knives, so you guys stay sharp.